Bottle says the Great Reset penny will drop for Ian Collins very soon. I've been studying this stuff for about 2 decades, so I might be wrong. It doesn't make me a leading expert, but I've probably disproportionately read more than maybe is healthy for the average person to read. I'm all about the Great Reset, frankly. I love the Great Reset. I think it's like there could be nothing more settling for life than to have a flipping reset on the nonsense we've had for the last decade. If you don't think we need a reset, then, well, you're welcome to that view. The kind of reset, it's just a phrase, the Great Reset. It's just a phrase, okay, that we had a great reset when the internet first came along. You kind of have these resets in a world every now and again, and big companies, whether they're from the world of, I don't know, oil manufacturing, engineering, media, sport, wherever it happens to be, will naturally come together to discuss a certain level of working together, synergy, some common agreements, some areas where it would make little or no sense to be doing things in a vacuum or doing things autonomously, etc. You'd be really worried living on this planet in the 21st century if you didn't have all of those moving parts at some point sitting down and saying, well, let's look for some commonality here, because that would just make this world mad. Now, of course, depending on where you sit will depend on what you or how you interpret that Great Reset. There's not like a date planned. There's not 25th of August. There's going to be a Great Reset. This is just the next phase we are naturally going in on planet Earth. We've stopped inventing stuff. There's not much left to invent. We've got no real industries that are about to start because the engineering world will be dominated by AI. Don't make cars anymore, that kind of thing. Buildings, houses are all made in different ways. You can build a block of flats in about half an hour compared to about half a decade. All of those things, everything has changed. The world needs to keep functioning. And in order to do that, you need to have new and imaginative ways of doing it. Artificial intelligence will do some of it, but it will eradicate an awful lot of jobs as well. My belief is that's where the green agenda comes from, primarily from attempting to have a new industrial revolution based on the environment rather than based on oil and smog and smoke, etc. That's my sense of that. So, yeah, absolutely right. There will always be and the reset that people talk about, as if we're waiting for it to happen, just a bunch of stuff that will happen anyway. They were talking about this in the 1960s. They were talking about it in the 1950s, that, there's a conglomerate of people that want to do X, Y, Z. There's a special agenda that's been set up. It's Agenda 58, where by 1958 we'll all be living in, communes or something somewhere. That kind of stuff has been said since time began. So, yeah, things are going to change. The environmental agenda ain't going away. There's going to be more and more of that. If some of it is hogwash, which I think the suspicion is, well, some of it is definitely hogwash, and loads of it really don't make any sense, by the way, then the difference is, my feeling is that I can see the economic reasons why someone is trying to push that agenda. But the idea of a few Illuminatis sitting in a cave saying this is what we've got to do, and if you look at the main candidates like Rishi and Penny, they're both WEF, lover boys, stroke girls. So, yeah. 0344 499 1000. Hey, Ian, do you know why Bill Gates is barred out of India? He isn't, by the way, is the answer to that. But don't let some of those internet blogs stop you from believing he is.